We've created a product that puts the user in the driver's seat in order to adapt the office to their changing needs. I don't know about you, but I'm not going into the office to check my email or do a little bit of heads down work. What we're trying to do is create an experience that answers affirmatively to the question, was this worth my time? When we were doing research for the project, we've seen that traditional office spaces are no longer really suitable for the ways we work. We're becoming aware that a lot of the collaborative settings and larger conference tables just felt sort of unwieldy and like way too big for the spaces that we use. And we knew we needed something more flexible. So we looked at the flexible options out there, which were kind of like training tables. So we kind of looked at those two typologies as kind of traditional conference table and traditional kind of training tables, and we sort of tried to cherry pick the good things out of each one of those typologies and then put together something entirely new. The intent was really to connect people, and that's why we're in the office in the first place, is to connect. These collaborative functions are really more of the bedrock of what the office is today. People are coming into the office for higher value activities like collaboration. It's where company culture is created. It's where we network. It's where we pick up and share sort of tacit knowledge. These things can't really be done remotely. Admix is a light scale table system that can adapt with the changing needs of the office. The trend of hybrid workspaces is only going to grow. And that's even true of companies that are completely, 100% in the office and never left, right? Because we all have people who are outside of our organizations that we work with. We tried to integrate all these different details to make it so people could tailor a solution up front and also tailor it as they go. Like as your company changes, as the culture changes, these things will change with you. So when we approach this idea of hybrid work, where people might not be in the office all the time, or they might go to a remote office that's not their typical place, we knew we needed to give them some sort of sense of belonging. If you're just going to be in an office for a day or part of a day, how do you kind of claim a space as your own? You might need to get up to go take a phone call, use the restroom, go talk to a colleague and come back. So we wanted to create a series of accessories that could create a sense of belonging, and we created 3. One is a desk mat, which it's soft, it's gentle on our devices, it's gentle on our arms, and it just gives a kind of clear sense of where your space sort of begins and ends. We created a very sturdy universal hook. People use it to put headphones on, you can put your bag on it, any type of garment you want on that. Just a kind of little touch that makes it seem like you're supposed to be here. This is for you. And then we created a tray. I think of it as almost like catch-all. You might want to have a place to stow a notepad or a pen, or maybe your sunglasses from outside, and you don't want them on top of a table while you're working in a collaborative setting. All these things together just kind of create this home base that makes people feel like they have some type of ownership over a space for a short period of time. I don't think anyone has approached the ideas that we have in quite the same way. For example, moving table legs kind of sounds simple. I don't think anyone's really looked at the problem of being able to swap in a caster for a glide and keep the table at the same height and do so very easily. I don't think anyone's done it the same way we've done it. We've approached it with a lot of sensitivity and a lot of focus on how it gets done and how easy it is for people. They're small details, but they add up to a lot. What we're trying to do is flatten hierarchies, and we're trying to create equity among all different people in the office and remote participants. It's all in the service of performance. The more diverse a team is, the more resilient they are, the more creative they are. What makes Admix unique is that it couldn't help but be unique, because we are in the midst of the biggest transformation in the office since the Industrial Revolution and Taylorism was brought in. We're having a change of the guard in terms of who's in the office. Younger generations are bringing with them completely new ideas and new expectations and new needs. It's an extremely diverse workforce with lots of different perspectives. And so trying to solve for all of those just inherently creates a unique product.